How do you perform a risk assessment? Have you ever wondered how sports events are organized safely? One of the key processes is performing a risk assessment. This is essential in sports event coordination and venue management. Let's break down how to do it step by step. First, you need to identify hazards. This means spotting anything that could potentially cause harm during the event. Hazards can range from uneven surfaces to overcrowding, equipment failures, and even weather conditions. In a sports venue, you should also look for critical assets like emergency service access points and areas where injuries are more likely to occur. Next, determine who might be harmed and how. Think about the different groups involved, such as athletes, spectators, staff, and contractors. Understanding who is at risk helps you anticipate what kinds of accidents or injuries might happen. After identifying who is at risk, evaluate the risks. This involves analyzing how likely each hazard is to cause harm and the severity of the potential consequences. You can categorize risks as low, medium, or high based on how often they might occur and the impact they could have. For example, consider how many people could be injured or the economic impact of an incident. Now, review existing controls. Look at what measures are already in place to manage risks. This could include crowd control barriers, medical teams on standby, security personnel, or emergency evacuation plans. Knowing what is already being done helps you see where improvements can be made. If you find that certain risks are not adequately controlled, it's time to implement additional control measures. You can avoid risks by changing or canceling risky activities. Alternatively, you can reduce risks by improving safety procedures or equipment. Sometimes, transferring the risk through insurance or contracts is a smart move. In cases where risks are low and manageable, you might decide to retain the risk. Assign responsibilities and deadlines for each control measure. Clearly designate who is responsible for implementing these measures and set deadlines to ensure accountability. This helps keep everyone on track. Finally, remember that risk assessment is an ongoing process. Continuously monitor the effectiveness of your control measures during the event. After the event, review your assessment to learn what worked and what didn't. This will help you improve safety planning for future events. In sports event venue management, collaboration is key. Facility managers, security teams, emergency responders, and local authorities often work together to conduct thorough surveys and interviews. This teamwork helps evaluate the overall risk level of the venue, combining threat potential, likelihood of incidents, and severity of consequences. By following these steps, you can ensure that sports events run smoothly and safely. This protects everyone involved and minimizes disruptions or losses. Risk assessment in this field requires attention to detail, good communication, and the ability to anticipate various scenarios.